Hey, what's up? This is Tech Brothers. Have you already watched our reviews of Elephone U Pro and Smartisan Nut Pro 2? If not, then the links are in description. You could notice some similar things between these devices, especially Snapdragon 660 chipset, 6GB of RAM and 80 to 9 displays. Also, the smartphones have similar price. We decided to compare Elephone U Pro and Smartisan Nut Pro 2 and find out which is better to buy in 2018. These phones look very different, but they have many similar things. For example, both of them have glass back panel with dual-rear camera and fingerprint reader. Elephone U Pro and Smartisan Nut Pro 2 are equipped with USB Type-C ports. These smartphones don't have 3.5mm audio jack, so you should use adapter from USB Type-C. As for the front panel, both phones have 18 to 9 display with thin bezels on sides, top and bottom. However, Elephone U Pro looks better because it has curved edges on sides, so the bezels are almost invisible. Also, I want to note that Elephone U Pro has curved back panel, so it is more comfortable to hold in hand than Smartisan Nut Pro 2. If we talk about display, then both phones come with 5.99-inch diagonal Full HD Plus resolution 2160 by 1080 pixels and 18 to 9 aspect ratio. The smartphones have high-quality displays. They are contrast, colorful and detailed. However, Elephone U Pro comes with AMOLED panel, while Smartisan Nut Pro 2 has IPS matrix. To be honest, I don't see a big difference between them, but as you may know, AMOLED display is better. It seems that smartphones are identical in hardware. Both of them are powered by Snapdragon 660 chipset. Also, they have 60GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. However, Elephone U Pro supports microSD memory cards, while Smartisan Nut Pro 2 doesn't offer this option. In benchmarks, the smartphones show very similar result, about 140,000 points in Antutu, and 1600 in single-core test and 5800 points in multi-core test of Geekbench 4. This is not surprising, considering the same chipset and memory. The smartphones run any Android games and apps without any issues. The multitasking is not a problem for them. So I cannot choose a winner in this category, so both phones get by 1 point from me. Finally, we found a really big difference on these phones. Elephone U Pro runs on Android 8.0 Oreo with customized icons, notifications menu and wallpapers. However, in general, it is very similar to stock Android. As for the Smartisan Nut Pro 2, it runs on Android 7.1 Nougat with user interface Smartisan OS on top. Unlike Elephone U Pro, it is very customized user interface. It has different icons, menu, settings, and even control compared to stock Android. I cannot say that it is bad, but you should get used to it. Perhaps you will like it even more. For example, if you want to get access to Quick Control panel, you should click the left key at the bottom. Also, you can swipe from the top by diagonal and get additional menu with quick access to apps and other functions. By the way, there is a stock launcher by default, so you can change user interface anytime. Once again, I cannot choose a winner because user interface is very personal thing. Someone likes stock Android, while another prefers more settings and customization. I will give both phones by 1 point. Let's talk about cameras. Elephone U Pro has dual-rear camera with 13MP sensor and f2.2 aperture and 8MP front camera. The Smartisan Nut Pro 2 is equipped with 12MP main sensor, Sony IMX386 and f1.8 aperture, and secondary 5MP sensor from Samsung that is used only for bokeh effect. Also, there is 16MP selfie camera. You can see some sample photos from both smartphones. If the image in daylight condition are pretty similar, then night photos are very different. Elephone U Pro makes very bad photos at night. I don't know what's the problem, but the smartphone cannot focus, shake, and in general makes blurry and overexposed images at night. Definitely, Smartisan Nut Pro 2 has better cameras than Elephone U Pro. As for the battery, Smartisan Nut Pro 2 is equipped with 3500 mAh battery, while Elephone U Pro comes with 3550 mAh battery. The difference is very small, and I think you don't notice it in practice. Both smartphones support Quick Charge 3.0, and full battery charge takes about 90 minutes. It is impossible to choose a winner, so both phones receive by 1 point from me. And the last category for this comparison is the price. Right now, the regular price of Elephone U Pro is about $530, while Smartisan Nut Pro 2 costs about $390. Of course, you can use different coupons or wait for sales, but the fact that Smartisan Nut Pro 2 is cheaper. As you can see, both smartphones have the same number of points. It's said that smartphones are very similar to each other and they are good competitors. However, you should decide what is more important for you. I think that Elephone U Pro has better design and display, while Smartisan Nut Pro 2 offers much better cameras and lower price. Both of them are very powerful smartphones, and they have equal performance. Thanks for watching. In the description you can find links to full reviews of these smartphones and where to buy them cheaper. Subscribe to our channel Tech Brothers.